And the winner for best hairpiece goes to Henry Hill.
I'd like to thank the Academy for this crazy hairpiece. How does it look, guys?
Two favorite critics are back, and it's that time of the season again. I'm talking about the award season, and the Oscars, Academy Awards nominations were just dropped today. And of course, me and this guy over here, like we do every year, shoot a video and talk about our predictions for the Oscar and the awards and who the winners are going to be, taking home those beautiful trophies.
It's award season for sure, and the biggest award of all here for us movie fans, and something that we always pay attention to, being movie nerds, of course. Who's going to get nominated for an Academy Award, an Oscar, the coveted golden statue that every actor and person involved in film, looks to achieve and attain at some point in their career. It's the Super Bowl of the movies, basically. And that's right. We're going to look at writing, original screenplay. And we have, first of all, Anatomy of a Fall, screenplay by Justine Triet and Arthur Harari. Then we have The Holdovers, written by David Hemmingson. Maestro, written by Bradley Cooper and Josh Slinger. May December, screenplay by Sammy Birch, story by Sammy Birch and Alex Mechanik. And finally, Past Lives, written by Celine Song. So just based on what I've seen there, I've only seen 2 out of those movies. So can't really say, what's going to win here. I haven't seen them all, but just going by the 2, Holdovers and Maestro. Original screenplay, writing, that's a good one. I don't know. I'd probably give the edge to Maestro on that. Would you?
I give the edge to The Holdovers. I thought the writing, the screenplay in that was incredible. I mean, just the dialogue alone and everything.
It's damn good, yeah.
Yeah, but it's close. Maestro was also phenomenal. I've seen 4 of these movies, but yeah, The Holdovers would be my pick.
It's a good choice. You can't go wrong there. We both love that movie. So
yeah. The next category for adapted screenplay, going along with writing, American fiction. Of course, we just reviewed that. Barbie. We reviewed Oppenheimer. It was the summer of Barbenheimer. Of course, Oppenheimer's up there. Poor Things. Everybody's been talking about this movie. Emma Stone. The Zone of Interest was the last one, and Kevin just reviewed that. So for writing adapted screenplay, that's a good one. I mean, Oppenheimer. is it going to be taking home like 20 awards?
Yeah.
You can go across the board there. Oppenheimer for me.
Yeah, I'm going to agree with you. Oppenheimer. I mean, it was just phenomenal. Unanimously, almost every critic loved it. And, the story and the attention to detail and everything, and written by Christopher Nolan. You can tell that he really, put his all into this movie and got some miraculous performances there. Cillian Murphy, he's in the running for best actor. Just everybody killed it in that movie. It looked great, sounded great, and was a 3.5-hour movie, and it kept you on the edge of your seat, throughout the whole thing. So yeah, writing, adapted screenplay, I'm going to have to go with Oppenheimer. And I think it's going to take home a lot of Oscars this year for sure.
It's nominated for a bunch, and I got a feeling it's going to be the year of the Oppenheimer. I got a feeling, I'm hoping so. One of our favorite categories here as visual lovers here, the way everything will look and how it's filmed and all the effects. We're effects gurus. Of course, we're talking about visual effects. The creator is nominated. Godzilla -1. Holy shit, that movie was absolutely stunning in the theater. One of the best of the year for sure. So I'm so excited that got nominated. That's Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, incredible movie, visually beautiful too. Mission Impossible. Wow, Dead Reckoning. Finally giving some love to Mission Impossible after all these movies. All the snubs, so they're getting nominated here. And Napoleon was also cool with the battle scenes. Visual effects were great. But for that one, Godzilla -1, for sure, comes to mind right away. Look at the nominees. That's it for me. No questions.
Yeah, this is a great list, and really any of those movies could take it any year. But yes, give it to Godzilla minus one. They deserve to be recognized for this movie, what they were able to do with that small of a budget, and just, it was just phenomenal. The visual effects were great, and practical effects, there, of course, there's going to be some CGI in there, but this, practical, and it looked fantastic. So yes, give it to Godzilla minus one.
Another category we like, sound. A lot of good nominees here. The creator again, Maestro, Mission Impossible, Oppenheimer, Zone of Interest. Oof, Maestro probably. Maestro's gonna be my choice.
That's a damn good choice. I mean, geez, again,
Oppenheimer.
Oppenheimer. I'm gonna say
But
Oppenheimer. That's what I'm thinking about. Yeah,
the
sound
sound in
in that
that
film was impressive to say the least. Yeah,
sound design of the stomping on the bleachers, doosh,
yeah,
doosh, and then the
man.
countdown and get your adrenaline.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, oh man,
Gosh, yeah, my heart was
sound.
racing. Yeah.
Yeah,
Maestro, though, obviously, just yeah, amazing film. Any other year would have won easily. Just goes to show you Oppenheimer. Just yeah, I'm gonna have to go Oppenheimer here.
Oppenheimer. Okay, let's go to the other categories here. Production design, of course. Nominees here: Barbie, Killers of the Flower Moon, Napoleon, Oppenheimer, Poor Things. And one production design, I would say Barbie. Production design, and that movie is incredible.
Yeah, yeah, I could see that. I can definitely see that for sure. Man, this is tough for me because Killers of the Flower Moon looked amazing. Napoleon looked amazing. Oppenheimer, obviously, and Poor Things. I haven't seen yet, but I've seen pictures and I've heard it looks great. Jeez, this one's one really tough for me. Jeez, production design. Shit. Let's give one to Marty's got to take home something. Let's give him Killers of the Flower Moon for this one. Let's, recognize that film.
For production design,
That's
Killers.
what I'm
Yeah,
going for. Killers of the
I
Flower Moon.
mean, yeah, it's up there. It was this
Yeah.
incredible movie too. It was a really great year for movies.
Yeah.
It seemed like
It
five
really
movies.
was. Yeah. This is a strong list. I know. That one's tough. But yeah, I'm gonna say Killers of the Flower Moon for me. But Barbie, shit. Yeah, I mean, that's why it was so successful. A lot had to do with how it looked and the design of what they did. And yeah, it looked phenomenal. It was a treat for the eyes. I know that. A lot of pink and vibrant colors.
Yep, makes you want to get lit with it. Next up, music original song. We had The Fire Inside from Flamin' Hot. I'm Just Ken from Barbie. And Everyone Away from American Symphony. The next song from My People from Killers of the Flower Moon. What Was I Made For from Barbie as well. I'm Just Ken is the winner for me. Ryan Gosling, come on.
Yeah, I'm gonna agree with you. That was a catchy ass song. He's already won, I think, for this. So yeah, it's definitely got to be. I'm just Ken. Great. Killers of the Flower Moon song was amazing too. So that would be my number two. But yeah, let's give it to I'm Just Ken by Mark Ronson and Andrew Wyatt.
Hell yeah, I'm looking forward to Gosling's speech if he does win, like from the Golden Globes.
Yeah. Oh man, I know. Yeah, that'll be amazing. Hope we do get to see that. And next we have music, original score. We have some great choices in this one here. Oh, Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny made it. Wow. I mean, it's John
Why?
Williams, so yeah, exactly. American Fiction. Just a terrific film. The music was great. It's really set the mood for that film. Killers of the Flower Moon by Robbie Robertson. It's great, great soundtrack. Memorable. Oppenheimer by Ludwig. Oh, damn, this is hard. And Poor Things again, which I haven't seen. Well, we can take Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny out of there because I think the film should be good on top of the music. I think and the film wasn't that great. Sorry. I wanted it to be. I was really hoping, but it wasn't. This one, original score.
I know my
Tough.
answer is
Man. Okay, what is yours?
mine's gonna be Oppenheimer, Ludwig Göransson. I've been listening to that. It was on Spotify and a few other
Uh-huh.
platforms since watching Oppenheimer. And Christopher Nolan's known for scores, always really
Yeah.
create a beautiful atmosphere. And this movie, of course, one of his best, if not his best. And the score in this movie is incredible. So that's my pick.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to agree with you. Judging by these films here, I haven't seen Poor Things like I mentioned, but yeah, I'd have to say Oppenheimer too. That would be my next one. I'd probably go with American Fiction. Nah, probably Killers of the Flower Moon. American Fiction was good too. So all
Yeah, it
those
was.
others are decent choices. But yeah, it's Oppenheimer for sure.
Next up, we have makeup and hairstyling. We have Golda, which I haven't seen, Maestro, Oppenheimer, Poor Things, Society of the Snow. For makeup and hairstyling, that would probably be Maestro or Oppenheimer for sure. I would go with Oppenheimer. The makeup and hairstyling, I thought was really good in that. Better, a little better than Maestro, even though Bradley Cooper's unrecognizable.
Yeah, just to go against the grain here, I could pick Oppenheimer all day, but yeah, let's give Maestro some love too. I hope that at least takes home one or two Oscars, and it was fantastic makeup and hairstyling in Maestro. So I'm going to go with that one on that.
Next one up, film editing, which is another category that we love as film nerds. Anatomy of a Fall, The Holdovers, Killer of the Flower Moon, Oppenheimer, Poor Things. What's your answer, mate?
I liked each one of those. I liked Holdovers, Killers of the Flower Moon, and Oppenheimer here. That's a tough one for me. Ooh, let's give one. I'll just say the Holdovers because I want the Holdovers to win too. There's so many good movies this year. It's so hard. Who do I think? Let's see. I guess Oppenheimer. I think I'd say Oppenheimer probably.
Everyone. Oppenheimer,
Yeah.
Oppenheimer, Oppenheimer.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're just gonna hang out on the stage. My
Right.
choice would be Killers of the Flower Moon. I thought the film editing for that movie
Yeah.
was incredible. Oh man. Yeah,
That's
I
probably a good
gotta
choice. Yeah.
yeah, I gotta spread out the winners here too, outside of Oppenheimer. But Killers of the Flower Moon, I love the film editing and that. I love what Marty did with that movie. Just a great looking movie. And it's super depressing at the same time, but it's well done. The next category here, can't talk, had some in my throat there.
Mhm.
Directing. These film nerds love those directors, and I know you love one in particular. Little
Who?
Nolan. I'm talking.
Oh yeah, Yorgos Lanthimos.
Yeah, that's it. That's your son's name. But
Uh,
nominees up here: Anatomy of a Fall, Justine Treat, Killers of the Flower Moon, of course, Marty, Oppenheimer, Christopher Nolan, the man, the myth, the legend, Poor Things, Yorgos Lanthimos, and Zone of Interest, Jonathan Glazer. Ooh, who's going to be the winner? Can I guess it?
yeah, I'm sure you can guess it. I mean, this year you had to. I mean, as much as I love Marty, Killers of the Flower Moon, Oppenheimer, Christopher Nolan takes home the best director this year. This is
God,
one that I'd put up a lot of money for too. I think he's going to get it. I just have a good feeling that he's going to take home best director for Oppenheimer.
I hope he does too. I hope Christopher Nolan wins it this year. I love Marty, one of my favorite directors, but Oppenheimer was just a better movie all around, and Christopher Nolan's best for sure, and he deserves it. Christopher Nolan's our choice. We'll see. I'm excited for that one.
Me too.
Costume design again, bunch of the same movies: Barbie, Killers of the Flower Moon, Napoleon, Oppenheimer, and of course, Poor Things. Costume design, probably Oppenheimer for sure. They really set the tone and the setting of that time back then with the costume design. It felt like you're back.
I could see that. Yeah. I'll say Barbie just because it was, so iconic and they got the look. They got the
Yeah,
look down.
that's
Yeah.
that's another close one too. Yeah, the costume design in that movie was phenomenal. All
Mhm.
the different Barbies they had, and I like their attire when they're in Venice, like the bright color clothes
Oh
and
yeah. Yeah.
a lot of cool costumes in that movie too. That's gonna be a close one. So that's your choice. My choice,
Mhm.
Oppenheimer. Cinematography, another great category that we both love. Usually Roger Deakins is our man that we go to for our favorite cinematographer,
Mhm.
but not this year, my friend. Not this year.
First, a film that I'm not familiar with, El Conde by Edward Lockman. Then we have Killers of the Flower Moon, Rodrigo Prieto. Maestro by Matthew Libatique. Oppenheimer by Hoyt Van Hoytema. And then finally, Poor Things, Robbie Ryan. My winner, best cinematography this year, Rodrigo Prieto, Killers of the Flower Moon.
Hoyt van Hoytema, Oppenheimer for me. I thought the
Yeah,
cinematography was a little
it's going to
better.
be between those two. It's going to be between those two.
I know. We got to give some love to other people, but man, I don't know.
I know.
Those are my choices.
Yeah.
Animated feature film. This is a fun one because we saw most of these.
Mhm.
Boy and the Heron, Elemental, Pixar's movie, Nimona, Robot Dreams, Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. I mean, Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse is an incredible animated film, even better than the first one. In terms of
Yeah.
animation, it's ahead of its time. No questions there. Best one.
Yes, I'm saying the same thing. Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse for sure. I haven't seen Nimona, Robot Dreams, and I hear The Boy and the Heron is really good too. So don't be
Yeah.
surprised if one of those others get called. But yeah, Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse was, it's iconic at this point. I can't wait to see the next installment. It's going to look great. It's going to even push the envelope of animation further. You see a lot of movies, animated movies come out that, nowadays that look similar, especially last year, Mutant Mayhem had like it inspired, the animation styles to change and it pushed the envelope for sure in animation.
Next one up is actress in a supporting role: Emily Blunt, Oppenheimer, Danielle Brooks, Color Purple, America Ferrera, Barbie, Jodie Foster, Nia, and Davine Joy Randolph in The Holdovers. I'm going with Davine Joy Randolph in The Holdovers. She was really great.
I'm going with Davine Joy Randolph too. Yes, that was a great role, terrific role, and in a great movie. And her and Paul Giamatti working together were great. The two of them together, really the emotion that each of them showed. Her dealing with the loss of her son in the film, and showing that sadness, but also showing like so much strength during a sad time like that. So yeah, that was a really terrific performance, and I expect to see her take. I really do. I think she's going to win the Academy Award for it. She's already taken home the Golden Globe for it, I believe. So
Yeah.
don't be surprised if it's Devine. The others are great. America Ferrera really had some cool, memorable scenes in Barbie this year. So I
Yeah,
could see her possibly being a surprise. But yeah, Devine Joy Randolph for sure.
definitely. Let's see here. The next category is actress in a leading role. Of course, this is going to be a good one. Annette Bening, Lily Gladstone, Killers of the Flower Moon, Sandra Huller, Anatomy of a Fall, Carrie Mulligan, one of my favorite actresses out there. She was in Maestro, incredible performance. Emma Stone, Poor Things. Oh man, Lily Gladstone, best for sure. Best actress
Yes,
in a lead role. She,
yes. Absolutely. I'm agreeing with you. Lily Gladstone, Killers of the Flower Moon, most talked about performance all summer long during the movie season. And yeah, her performance was iconic, great, nailed the source material of the book, really showed what that character was going through and bringing the, events of that story to light and using it with Lily Gladstone. And her first performance and just a terrific, masterful performance. And I think she's going to take home the Oscar this year for real. I really do. Also, getting some buzz and somebody that could pick up the upset this year. Everybody's been talking about Emma Stone and Poor Things. So I can't wait to see that performance. Everybody's raving about it. So I could see that possibly happening, but I think it's going to be Lily Gladstone this year.
yeah, that's my choice. I wanted to see Poor Things, but it wasn't playing around here for some odd reason, but it was on the list. So I'm super excited to see that as well. Next up, actor in a supporting role. Most of these movies we also reviewed. American Fiction, Sterling K. Brown, my man. The next one, Bobby De Niro, Killers of the Flower Moon. First De Niro performance we've seen in 30 years. Terrible, terrible human being, a piece of shit. He was great in that movie. Robert Downey Jr., Oppenheimer, Ryan Gosling, Barbie, of course, and Mark Ruffalo, Poor Things. Uncle Mac, easy the Mac. Oh, supporting role. This is a good one. Ryan Gosling. That's it. I'm just kidding.
I'm just kidding. Man, that's a good list. I mean, it would be cool to see Robert Downey Jr. get an Oscar, after all
Yeah.
this time. And yeah, I expect him to be one of the favorites for sure. Ryan Gosling would be amazing to win that too. That would be really cool. And yeah, Bobby De Niro, yeah, giving a great performance in the movie. And then Sterling K. Brown, I really loved his character in American Fiction,
Me
and
too.
he was great. He was great in it. So, for like long shot pick, I'd say Sterling K. Brown. But yeah, I have a feeling RDJ is going to take it this year, either him or Gosling. Are going to
Really? You
come.
think Downey Jr. is going to take it, Robert? Rabbit?
I think old RDJ. I think Robert Downey Jr. Yeah.
No, I liked him in that, but I don't
Uh-huh.
think it was award winning, like compared to the
Yeah.
others. I think, yeah, I don't know. I'm not feeling it
Okay.
for him,
All
but
right.
De Niro, I think De Niro is the better of the
Yeah.
two, but who knows?
Uh-huh. Okay.
Uh,
Yeah. My gut says RDJ.
yeah,
I think he won some other award already, so he
really.
has a chance. Yeah.
So we'll have to wait and see. That's gonna be a good one. That's gonna be a juicy one. I'm like, damn, you're right. All right, coming up to the final ones here.
Yes!
Actor in a leading role. Of course, we got Bradley Cooper, Maestro, Coleman Domingo and Rustin, Paul Giamatti, The Holdovers, Cillian Murphy, Oppenheimer, and Jeffrey Wright. American Fiction, man, those are all really phenomenal performances. Oof. I mean, Cillian Murphy, Oppenheimer. That's it.
A great performance, the lead finally in a Christopher Nolan film all these years, all these films later, and he knocks it out of the park. An iconic performance portraying the man, basically the inventor of the atomic bomb, just shows you, the layers of this character, or what he was going through, the pressure that he must have felt during this period of that character. He just, it was a great performance. And yeah, I'll be really surprised if it's not Cillian Murphy this year. I think he's going to win it. And he's been doing great work all this time. And he finally, deserves to get his due, after playing Tommy Shelby all those years
Yeah.
and, all these awesome performances, mostly being the supporting guy. But now, really comes into his own in this film and becomes a star. And I think he's going to win it for sure. But man, all these actors in here, any day of the week they could win. Like all those other performances were terrific.
Yeah, I mean, Cillian, I've been following his career since 28 Days Later, 20 years ago? First time I ever
Yeah.
saw him.
Yeah.
Yeah, mostly supporting roles, but finally getting some bigger roles here. Oppenheimer, I mean, best movie of the year, best performance for sure, his best performance, and he deserves this awards. And leading up until the final one here, best
What is it? Best
hairpiece,
hairpiece?
best hairpiece in cinema. The best picture, as we're talking throughout the entire year, most videos we've ever recorded together, watched most of these movies, and hell of a year 2023 for films and TV shows, and a lot of good contenders here. But Oppenheimer, we've been yapping about for a long time. Killers of the Flower Moon, it's gonna be a tough one. Who's gonna win? But the nominees: American Fiction, Anatomy of a Fall, Barbie, The Holdovers, Killers of the Flower Moon, Maestro, Oppenheimer, Past Lives, Poor Things, and Zone of Interest. It's a lot. Try reading
A
that
lot of
off to
films.
a live audience. Ooh, best picture of 2023.
I mean, mine's Oppenheimer, obviously.
Yeah, mine
I
too.
think I
Yeah,
think it's gonna win. It always goes back to that. It was an amazing cinematic experience, performances, everything. And it was just like everybody was on top of their game in it. And I just think it's gonna win. I just have a feeling it's got the buzz behind it. It's got the momentum. But there's a lot of great movies to choose here. I mean, we loved a lot of these movies. These were on our top tens at the end of the year. American Fiction, Barbie was great.
holdovers.
Holdovers was definitely one of our favorites. Killers of the Flower Moon was amazing. Maestro we enjoyed, and still need to see Past Lives and Poor Things. So
Yeah,
yeah, I really want to see Poor Things. I know we brought that up several times. Neither of us got the chance to see it, but we've heard a lot about it and are very interested. So it'll be interesting to see if or anything would change after watching the movies here that we didn't get a chance to. But we still plan on getting to review those too once we do. But yeah, this year, Best Picture, it's going to go to Oppenheimer. Christopher Nolan's going to get that Academy Award, and it's going to it's going to lead into him making some more amazing films in the future. And what a movie. I mean, Barbenheimer, the two of those took over box offices this summer, two completely different movies out at the same time and both making, just hundreds and hundreds of millions of dollars, and both being, awesome films that really brought the movies back to life after COVID. We had Top Gun Maverick, which, kept it going. And then I feel like this year, Oppenheimer and Barbie, they, made sure that movies are going to be coming to theaters for years to come.
they were both global sensations. It made so much money. You said Top Gun Maverick killed it, and then this past summer, Barbenheimer, it killed it. Globally, it made a lot of money, and as it should. And yeah, it was just a great time to be a movie fan and movie junkie like ourselves, and coming here and talking about it. Just can't wait for 2024 and see if it tops 2023 in terms of movies.
And a lot of the movies here on this list too, at least several of them were, movies that made a debut on the streaming services as well. Maestro, a lot of these movies, that's pretty much the only way you're going to get a chance to watch these. So it just goes to show you that these streaming services are willing to, hire amazing talent and put out good, these great films. Netflix has done a great job distributing these films and, them finding an audience and getting love. So it's interesting to see the balance here between, the future of streaming and then movie theaters. And I think the two of them, I think they can work together, and they have as of now. And I think that these streaming companies understand that giving the movies a theatrical window is the best way to go. Give it its month in the theaters and then bring it to streaming services. I think they've figured that out, and they're starting to, get that ironed out to work, as good as it can. But yeah, what a great movie year. 2023 was great. We reviewed more than we'd ever had. It's been a blast, man. What a great year. And 2024 is going to be awesome. And we can't wait to see who's going to, take home these gold statues this year.
That's right. Can't wait to check that out. But we're interested in hearing from you guys, per usual. Who do you guys think is going to take home the trophies here for Best Picture, Director, Actor, Actress? List goes on and on. Did you agree with us? Did you disagree? Let us know in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe. Also, check us out on Facebook, X, and Instagram, and our website, Cinephellas.com, for the latest, greatest TV and movie news and reviews.
Thank you, everybody, for watching our Oscar nominee video. We will be back to talk about the winners probably during the podcast, where we can get everybody involved. So we'll discuss the winners. But yeah, we would love to hear from you guys. Let us know what your picks are for the winners this year. Then we can compare at the time, and we love interacting with you guys. So thank you for watching, and please subscribe if you haven't. So until the next Cinephellas Oscar video, I'm Uncle Henry Hill.
And I'm Logan Gosling, signing out until the next Oscar video for Cinephellas. Cheers! And the winner is